Hello, everyone, and welcome to day 6, according to that visual.
Yeah, it's day 6. We got day 4 mixed up yesterday. We played it through. We did well.
We'll give everyone a moment to get out your notebook, your journal, and write down the Reiki Principles, which are just for today. Do not anger, do not worry, be grateful, work with diligence, be kind to others.
Is it still there? Okay.
Yeah.
So.
And so today, on the 6th day, we're going to go there we go. Today, we are going to set our intentions, do some grounding, chant the Reiki Principles, do some breath work, talk about Om for just a moment, and do some Om meditation. And we are focusing today, once again, on the principle, do not anger. And we'll have some journal prompts. Journaling helps you sort out your thoughts and feelings and whatever about your experiences. So while we're still here, if everyone could set your intentions for today's practice. What that just means is, what do you hope to get out of this practice? So we'll start each practice with chanting Om 3 times. If you'd like to join me, just a short chant. Om. 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 And the reason we chant the Om, it just balances us. It helps clear our mind from all those thoughts that seem to invade our train of thought. So hopefully we're all focused now. Next, we'll move on to grounding. So if you'd like to just sit down, be relaxed, close your eyes. And just picture yourself standing on the earth, barefoot, so you can feel Mother Nature beneath you. And stand on the grass or on the dirt, on a rock, on some sand. Just feel the warmth or the coolness, the dampness of the earth. As you breathe in, imagine roots are coming from the bottom of your feet. And those roots are going deep into the earth. With every breath, you go deeper. With every breath, the energy from the earth comes up and through your body. As you breathe in, that energy goes into your feet and your legs, your thighs, your hips, your torso, into your chest. And with the next inhale, fill your heart space with that energy. Feel the energy expanding in your heart. With the next breath, take that energy out through your arms into your fingertips, up to your throat, and your face, your head. With the next breath, pull that energy from the earth through your body, up your spine, into your head and out the top of your head. Pull that energy all the way through you and up and out into the infinite. Great. All right. Um, oh, the Reiki Principles. If you want to put that back on. Um, I actually think there's a slide that is next that just has the principles. I call it a slide because, well, maybe not. Okay. So now what we're going to do is chant the principles. And the purpose of chanting the principles is just to focus our minds on what we are learning. So if you want to just sit, however you want to sit, and just follow what the instructions say. So go ahead and play that Tom whenever you're ready.
The philosophy of Reiki is rooted in 5 principles. And these principles provide guidance for healing and balancing your Reiki energy. Every morning and every night, sit in Gusho with your palms placed together and speak these words out loud in your heart. Just for today, do not anger. Do not worry. Be grateful. Work with diligence. Be kind to others. Just for today. Do not anger. Do not worry. Be grateful. Work with diligence. Be kind to others. Just for today. Do not anger. Do not worry. Be grateful. Work with diligence. Be kind to others. Just for today. Do not anger. Do not worry. Be grateful. Work with diligence. Be kind to others. Just for today. Do not anger. Do not worry. Be grateful. Work with diligence. Be kind to others. Just for today. Do not anger. Do not worry. Be grateful. Work with diligence. Be kind to others.
Thank you. Thank you all. That was lovely. If you are a Reiki practitioner, or if you know the symbols, you're welcome to activate your Reiki now if you haven't already done so. Hopefully that won't make this video go all funky. Just kidding. Let's see. Next, we're just going to go into breath work. And then we will chant with the Om. So as we've already practiced, and those of you who are new, you can practice just with us and learn it for the first time. They're very easy. So the first thing you want to do is sit and just relax. You want to close your eyes. Just cuts off one of those senses so you have less distraction. And just sit and watch your breathing. Just breathe naturally. Feel your breath. Pay attention to how it goes in and out. Our next practice in working with the breath is a practice where you will inhale for 4 seconds, hold that breath for 4 seconds, exhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds. When we inhale, we want to inhale through our nose. When we exhale, we're going to exhale through our mouth. So I'll do some counting and then we'll just continue from there. So inhale, hold, exhale, hold, inhale, Hold. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. Do 2 more rounds of breath. Just allow your breathing to become natural again. And how does that feel? You feel a little more balanced? Are you more focused? Are you more at ease? Since we started a little late, I was going to introduce another breathwork practice, but I think we'll wait and we'll do that tomorrow. So let's just go ahead and move on into Om. If you want to put up the visual first of the Om symbol. There. For those of you who may not be familiar with it, that is the symbol of Om. If you just want to look at it, the actual written visual symbol, you can use that as a point of meditation. And then go back to the Om. There's just a little information about Om. Again, if you're not familiar with what Om is, you can kind of read through that. When we chant Om, it's in 4 parts actually. So it's the Ah, U, and then the silence. So we are now going to chant the Om. I'll mute myself. So if you just want to sit, close your eyes, and chant with us, that's great.
Om.
That went extremely quick.
YouTube actually crashed on me.
Oh my gosh, I
Yeah,
disappeared. I went away for a little while. I got a time lapse.
yeah, Facebook crashed, sorry, on that one.
It's okay.
No, for YouTube, sorry. I can start again if you like.
No, I think we're okay.
So you
Yeah.
mentioned the computer problems, I think.
Right? Did I manifest that? I'm so sorry.
Maybe, I don't know. It's a mystery, right? Carry on. That's it.
Seems like our audio problem started before that, right? Well, Tom, actually, next we're going to go into just a little talk about the second principle, well, third, however you want to look at it. Oh,
Okay, no
wait,
problem.
second or first, depending on how you want to look at it. So the
I
do not
saw-
anger.
I sort of see it as the third, really. So we're on worry today, aren't we?
Oh, yes, we are on word. Yes, it is a third.
Now let me just find my bits. Bear with me, people. Why won't it let me change it? I know why. No, bear with me, people. I'm having a really sort of funny technology day today, aren't we? Where's my? It won't let me do it. 1 minute, bear with me. Let's me go that way. There we go. We're getting there. Oh, 1 minute, I know what I've done. 1 minute. Sorry, people. Here we go. Can everyone see that?
Yes.
All right, today we're going to discuss the principle of do not worry. Like if you are worrying with a capital W, then this principle will definitely help you ground yourself when you start to consider the future. Your ego sort of gets overwhelmed with all these imaginary stuff that might happen. Because me personally, I can really say that I've worried about stuff that hasn't happened in the past. And it's sort of I guess it makes you slip out of the now, because you're either in the past worrying about something that's happened, or you're worrying about something that might not happen in the future. And it is all about just for today, being in the now yet again, because I talk about just for today quite a lot, because it's quite an important thing, because if you're not in the now, there's no way you can ever proper focus on controlling your worry, I guess. And I did some quotes as well. No, actually, that's actually not my quotes. That's actually my prompts. What is going on today? But these are two quotes that I just like. I couldn't remember who did the first one, but I didn't have time to look it up. Which says, "Worry does not empty tomorrow of its sorrow; it empties today of its strength. No amount of regretting can change the past, and no amount of worrying can change the future. Never let the future disturb you. You will meet it if you have to with the same weapons of reason which you arm yourself against the present." So it's just about being reasonable with yourself and thinking why am I worrying about this? Really, I guess. And another one that I like, worry is like a rocking chair. It gives you something to do, but you never get anywhere. I think that's quite a good little quote that sort of sums up worrying for me. And I've got some journal questions as well. If anyone wants to get their journals out, these will be available on the discussion in the event as well. So the ones I went for, the first question is, list three things that scare you the most and the reasons why. And I'm doing that because in brackets, facing the things that scares us lessens the power and makes us less anxious. So if we sit there with our fears for a second and think, why am I actually scared of this? It gives you time to process it and feel your worries a bit more and think, just get to feel it. And then after that, I'd like you to write a list of all the things you're worrying about today, today, make it as long as you want. And that's same again, putting your worries out into the open prevents them from running round in circles in your head, because you've faced them and you've looked at them and see if you're being reasonable. Is this a reasonable? I don't think people should worry about anything really. When you go into something, you should just be aware in the moment and just face it and go with the flow really with it, I guess. Have you got anything else about worry, Misty?
Whenever I become conscious of the fact that I'm worrying about something, and it's usually when I say to myself, I'm worried that's a pretty good indication that I'm worrying, right? So when we go into that train of thought or cycle of thoughts, we can just say the principles to ourselves, or even just say, just for today. So just by saying just for today, it brings you into the now. And in the now, when you're truly in the now, you can't be worried about the future. So I think that is a good tool for us. And of course, repeating the principles will also help you not worry about anything, not worry about the future. So just remember, all action, everything happens in the now. There's nothing that does not happen in the now. So that's what I personally try and focus on.
When I'm working with people, what I normally say to them is like a really good way to get into the now is like, look for an object in front of you and pick it up and just allow yourself to feel that object. Because then you're in the now like instantly, because if you're feeling the object in your hand, what it feels like, is it cold? Is it hot? Is it shiny? Is it smooth? Is it rough? Just allow yourself to feel that object for say a couple of minutes, and just, it's a really good, easy way of bringing yourself back into the now. You can do it while you're washing the dishes, feeling the cloth you're using with, you know, I mean, there's loads of ways of doing it. Just pick up an object and just allow yourself to feel it is one of my favorite ones.
Right, and all that is, it's a practice of mindfulness. So just being conscious of what's going on, whatever you're doing, focus on that, what you're doing, that's happening right now. In the Gnostic culture, they have a practice called the soul key, SOL key. And what that is whenever you find yourself daydreaming, worrying, getting anxious, any of those things that are happening, you say to yourself, the order might not be correct, I apologize, but it's basically like, who am I? Hi, I'm Misty. Where am I? I'm in San Diego, California. What am I doing? I'm with you all on this Zoom event, and we are practicing and studying the principles. When I'm driving in my car, it's the same thing. Who am I? Where am I? What am I doing? That brings your focus back to the now, and in the now, you can't worry. There was something else I was going to bring up about worry, but now it has escaped me. But I don't know. That's all I have for the worrying.
Yeah, well, I guess with worry, it's just about realizing you're worrying and like stopping yourself worrying, just pulling you back for a second, and having a look at the worry. Same with anger or any of the principles, really. It's just about being with the principle and sitting with it. And if you get worried as well, reciting the principles is a really good way to get back into the now as well.
Another aspect of, another aspect of worry would be like when you have expectations of something. So you're putting it out there, this is it, this is how it's going to be. And if it's not this, then I'm worried that there'll be a different outcome. The outcome is going to be the outcome. You just do the action and then go to the next moment and do that action and go to the next moment and do that action. And it's just a constant walk to get to where you are trying to go. One foot at a time, one step at a time.
I think that's about it for worry for me, Misty. I thought of something else to say, but I can't think of it now. It's one of those days, isn't it? It just is.
Yeah, I think it is. So the other things that
that's it, Misty. Sorry, that's
go
it.
ahead.
What I say as well is when I'm dealing with people, when I'm teaching them, I say, like, if you're worried, just like, instead of today, change it just for now. I will not worry is a really good way of doing it. Just like for breaking it down even smaller into now moments from a whole 24 hours is a really good way to do it as well. Like just for now, I will not worry. It's a really quicker way, because then that sort of puts you in the mindset where you're not using the whole day to stop worrying. You're going from that point there. So that's another way of doing it as well. So messing with the words a little bit and just for now, I will not worry is a really good way of doing it as well.
Yeah, for sure.
That's me done, Misty. Thank you, everybody, for listening to me.
Kind of wrapping up and in closing, I just wanted to let you all know that we do stay on after the recording has stopped, and we can answer any questions or have any discussions when we're available to do that. And then also we've decided that on Fridays, every Fridays after this practice, we will stay on and again, have discussions, open discussions about pretty much anything. So you're welcome to join us for that. Even if you can't make the practice initially, you're welcome to join the discussion afterwards. Also, if you're ever late coming into the practice, just come in. It doesn't matter at what point you enter the practice. You don't have to. If you can only do it for 10 minutes, only do it for 10 minutes. That's great. All of these practices, though, we do encourage you to do at least twice a day. And what we want you to do is set up a practice. Well, it's not what we want you to do. Sorry. Hopefully it's what you want to do, is just have this experience like a couple times a day.
I know sorry, after you, Misty.
No, go ahead.
2 Aries in the room.
Right.
Right. Basically, what I say to my clients or students, I don't really know what to call them. It changes all the time. But like, I say to them, get your phone and set 2 alarms for twice a day. I did this when I first started practicing Reiki because I'd forget all the time. And what I did, I set 2 alarms like 12 hours apart on my phone. And when the alarm went off, the principles were written down on the alarm as the alarm, and I just recite them to my heart twice a day. So that's a really good way of getting into a practice as well if you're forgetful like me.
And also, as I've mentioned before, I put up little reminders kind of all over, and they're just little reminders. I think I've shared with you that, like on my calendar, it says just for today, and that is a reminder to go through the Reiki principles and feel them. I have it on any notebook that I'm writing, and even when I'm taking notes or paying bills, I write that on there, so that when I come back to it, it's just, once again, just a constant reminder of that.
And it's really good if you can to print them out and put them up somewhere where you're going to see them all the time as well, because you subconsciously read stuff. So it does go into your mind that as well. I did have a client once who wrote it in lipstick on a mirror. That was quite intriguing, but that worked for her. So whatever works for you, really.
A post-it on the mirror is just as easy, or just does the same thing, and you can just take the post-it off. You don't have to lipstick off, but whatever you want to do, whatever works for you.
Yeah, whatever suits you. That's the point I'm getting across. Just whatever suits you, what's best for you. But a mirror is a really good place because you do go to the mirror every day, and if you say it into the mirror, you're doing a little bit of mirror work as well, which isn't a bad thing.
Yeah. One other thing I wanted to bring up, if you are not watching this live and you're watching it from YouTube, we do want you to take each video on a separate day. This is a practice. This is an experience. This isn't a lecture, right? So we want you to have the whole day to experience the effect, I guess, of the meditations we do, the principles, the breath work, and just listen to the video twice a day, or you don't even have to listen to the video, just do the practices twice a day or more. And then the next day, go to the next video. So that's kind of how this is all set up. And I think that's it. So I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you. Namaste. Have a great day.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.